more general question. You're from Asia. In the 70s and the start of the 80s, the tiger economies of Asia turned things around and then improved the living conditions. It was kind of an economic miracle. It happened at a time when democracy has not actually taken a firm root within the region, so to speak. But they were able to perform an economic miracle. I just wanted to ask this question. Here we are in a global crisis. Capitalism, the free market system, is in the worst side of it. In Africa, democracy, one way or the other, is being used as a kind of a pressure tool. Do you think democracy is all it takes to turn things around, to bring about development as it has been the case in your part of the world? This is the personal question.
Democracy in itself is a system that can work, but it's a question of how people manipulate the system of democracy for their own personal advantage, either by politicians or by some other sectors, business community included, because democracy is about one person, one vote. If I can buy your vote, what is the price? If I can offer you that price, I think I can get your vote. We have heard and we have seen how votes are being bought, even in the Western world, the so-called open democracy. Yeah, advanced stage, very mature democracy. That is happening. In some other parts of the world, the developing or the underdeveloped, that is happening. So it is not the system that is having a problem. It is the people manning and operating the system, using democratic process for their own personal benefit, to achieve their own personal agenda. Whether it is at country level or at politician level or even at the business community level. So it is not the system that we should look at. It is the people, the players within that system, that eventually manage to exploit within that framework for their own personal agenda, I believe.
I have two more questions before we bring this interview to an end. This is your second time in the Gambia, and you've had perhaps the opportunity to meet officials, with places, talk to people. From your personal assessment, what potential exists for Islamic financing and banking in this country? Does the potential really offer any?
Well, if you talk about Islamic banking participation in economy in Africa, it is very small. So there should be a lot of potential there for the Islamic banking to grow. It's a matter for them to go out, really make themselves saleable, so that people will subscribe to it. If we talk about the capital market, it's the same. The involvement is still very small. If we talk about insurance sector as a whole, what we call the penetration level is still very small. In the Gambia itself, people who have insurance cover, either for their properties or for their personal life, is still very small. So there are a lot of openings there. That opens the door, even for new and the first Takaful company in the Gambia, Takaful Gambia Limited, to actually leverage and capture, get into this market, because it is still untapped. In Malaysia, for example, the penetration level is higher. We are talking of something like maybe 25%. Still, you know, there is a lot of market that is still untapped for us to get into. So, Takaful Gambia, the first Takaful company, the Gambia, largely a Muslim-based population. All right, we talk about the purchasing power.
Islamic Bank, they call it Agib, Arab Gambia Islamic Bank.
Yes.
Okay. That's also another player. You then have Takaful Insurance.
Yes. I think they should be able to offer their products, their services to the community, the existing market that is there, because there are some benefits out of it, but also to get into those untapped markets, like the Takaful market, because like I said, the penetration level is still very low. Okay, we talk about the purchasing power of the people, how strong they are. Maybe they are still struggling with even meeting their basic needs. Fine, but I'm sure there are sections of the community who have got enough purchasing power to be able to participate in some of the products that Takaful can come up with, that Takaful will offer. So there should be enough rooms and plenty of rooms, because it is still uncharted, still untapped, and still a lot of openings, both for Islamic banking and capital market, as well as Takaful operation.
Okay, on a lighter note, personal question. You have a wife, I assume?
My wife is actually here with me on this trip. She's teaching in the National University of Malaysia. She's a professor in environmental biochemistry. She is the Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology in the university. We have 4 children, alhamdulillah, 2 boys and 2 girls. My first 2, my eldest daughter and the son are in the UK. One of them is doing medical studies, the other one. The second one is at Imperial College doing physics. The third one, the girl, she is doing accounting. Probably she's following in my footsteps. The last one is in the house in the secondary school. I understand Takaful Gambia, with the cooperation of Mr. Juve, is arranging for some meeting between my wife and the university and people in the ministry. I think that would be good, because whatever areas that we can work together, be in the academic sector or the business sector, I think we are here to I shall be more than happy to see in any manner that any small contribution that we can make to progress the community together. Sure.
Before we end this interview, would you like to say anything to the Gambian people? That
Well, number one, I have to thank Takaful Gambia, particularly Mr. Chu, and also the chairperson, Mrs. Ben Suda, who has made this trip and the last trip possible. I believe they are on the right track. They have a good team of people supported by a good team of board of directors. I would call upon the Gambian to support Takaful Gambia in every way possible by participating in their scheme, because they are offering a very good product, very good services. I think it is also our duty to remind ourselves to enhance, to strengthen our value as we go along, and we should also enhance our economic standing in the Gambia and also in other parts of Muslim world. We should take that as a continuous effort, which is called upon by our own state.
Thank you very much once again, Mr. Abdul Khudus Muhammad Naaim.
Thank you very much.
He is Associate Director, Islamic Finance Consulting, Training and Advisory. He's been here before, and then he's here again, and I hope he will be here again in the future.
Sure.
It's really an honor for us, Mr. Khudus, to have you on this edition of One-on-One The Exclusive. We thank you once again. If you are watching us, we have come to at the end of yet another edition of One-on-One The Exclusive. It is by no means the end of the program, just the end of another episode. We will be here next Friday at the same time. We'll be here for you. Be there for yourself. Thank you very much.